We are highlighting the positive for you this morning with a lift from Easterns Automotive Group. You just saw that right there. We like to talk about positive stories, and Fox 45 partnered with Eastern, and now we're giving the community a lift by providing, there's a group that is providing youth-based instrumental music and dance programs for years now, decades, I could say. And joining us today, Executive Director of the Marching Elite, Dennis Lee, and with Program Director Kelly Nolan. At the end, between them, though, we have drummer Kamari Weaver, and we also have performer Kiki. And so, first of all, students, 16-year-olds, one going into senior year, one going into their junior year. Like most of us, somebody's a little bit brainiac and is skipping a year, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. Dennis, I wanted to, first of all, thank you very much for what you do and what you've been doing for 20 years here. You were just telling me that you've had this. Why did you start it, and why would you do a group about marching band and set it up for students?
Well, I started the group to basically use the marching arts to take youth at schools. In our school system, Baltimore City, there are a lot of challenges, and one of those challenges is music education. So I decided to start a nonprofit to help the youth who wanted to go to college and to kind of help bridge that. So I knew a lot of the college directors, and I wanted to say, hey, there are plenty of youth here in Baltimore who would like your opportunities. So the best way to do that was through a nonprofit, bringing some other friends of mine who are music teachers, and we put it together, and so here we are today.
But there's, as any small business, which is what you're running right here, an organization here, there's some ups and downs. You just had a pretty big hiccup that just happened. You had to move locations. What did that do?
So we lost a little more than half of our participants. We were standing about 70, 75 participants. Yeah. Now we're down to 30. But the benefit in that is that we're at a new location, 1 North Fulton Avenue. We have the use of the entire building, and our numbers are growing.
Kelly, tell us a little bit more about the programs that you have to offer.
Yeah, so we have a competitive performance team, which is broken down into 8 to 13-year-olds, which is our junior section. We call them the Academy. Yeah. And our 14 through 24-year-olds, which are what these two are a part of, which is just called the Marching Elite. Right. These are our premier team. You see them all the time and they go perform. But if anybody wants to join and you don't have skill, you can come in at our Club Elite, which is our recreational program that takes place on Saturday mornings. You can sign up on our website and you can learn what they learn, and they'll actually be some of your instructors.
In fact, Kamari, tell us a little bit more. You're a drummer. How long have you been doing that, and what first brought you into the program?
So I've been drumming with the Marching Elite for about 4 years. Yeah. How I met the Marching Elite, I was at school. They came in my school, and I just fell in love with the art. The things I learned with the group is just learn how to take apart a drum, build one, teach other people.
So it's not just walking in line and learning the beat, it's a whole lot more that goes into it. And then Kiki, of course, you're a performer. What kind of, when we say performer, what are we talking about here?
We're talking about majorette style, jazz style, some ballet. It's like different types of dance styles. Mostly what I would say, I like the program a lot, honestly. It teaches me leadership. It taught me things I haven't learned before in life. I actually was a drummer before I was a dancer.
Oh, no way, all right.
So
you had that beat going, and then you're like, oh, I can do this. I can get moving and get me away from this instrument and really let me go. Well, we also know that Eastern Automotive has been giving organizations in the Baltimore area a lift. In fact, right now, we want to present you with the lift that they're giving you. Here's a check for your organization.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
You guys
yeah.
Thank
Not
you.
bad. So keep going here. Scholarships for them, for colleges, more programs, Kelly and Dennis. So thank you so much for exactly what you do. Eastern Automotive said this is a great group, and we want to help give you a little lift here, and hopefully this will give you a little lift, especially with that move and that historic church and trying to set that all up so that you guys can get more people to participate. So thank you.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.